The weather so far this summer has been very English and very wet. The county show circuit affected and a loss of 2 rounds of the International Stairway Series in Suffolk and the south of England. It's been a fantastic series for bringing on international combinations, and the winner of the series last year was Phillip Miller, a great stalwart of the series, and the weather gave us a chance to catch up with him at Greenacres in Hertfordshire, where he rides for Penny and Di Cornish.
Well, he started riding here with his brother. Penny took an interest because she thought he'd got lots of potential, so she started training him, and it just grew from there, really. He's been here ever since.
I started here when I was 16, so that's nearly 20 years. It's just years and years of work on different horses, producing different horses, people then seeing what you can produce. It takes a long time, but once you get some good results, people, see what you can do, and that's basically how it all starts.
Our hard-working team has produced some fantastic horses over the years. Marius Claudius, ridden by Robert Smith, went on from winning the Fox Hunter Championship to international success. Talon, also ridden by Robert Smith, produced by Phillip Miller, and Jetem Flamenco, now ridden by Billy Toomey, all from Greenacres Equestrian. A great hands-on approach, and Phillip for many years producing the young horses through before they went on to international level with the likes of Robert Smith, and now Phillip jumping many of them himself at International Nations Cup level. A very effective team indeed.
Well, it normally works. Penny sets up, she goes and buys young stock, 3-year-olds, unbroken normally, and then we break them and produce them from there. And then if they're good, we keep them, we sell them. We've kept a few at the moment for me to jump into the bigger classes, but normally they get sold when they get to 6 or 7.
One of the most effective horses that they're hanging on to is the fabulous Univo.
He's 11 now. We got him as a 3-year-old. Unseen, Penny got a phone call to say that there was a little numero stallion for sale. The only difference is he was a bit smaller than she expected, so she just said, oh yeah, fine, that's from her bloke abroad. But he turned up and he looked like a little Welsh pony. He was tiny, leery. I mean, he's still leery now, but he was a proper looked like one of them little Welsh cob show ponies. But now he's grown, he is calming down as he's getting older, but he still thinks he's king.
Phillip, who's had huge success in the International Stairway Series, we take a look at his round from the Devon County Show from the Stairway Series there as he talks us through the technicalities.
This is the first round of Devon County International Stairway. It's riding at a more forward pace, the jumps are bigger, squarer, wider, a bit more technical. It's trying to produce you to learn to ride as you would abroad. Comes the first fence, just a nice vertical. I mean, Univo's always got his head up in the air, but you've always got to try and find a stride and let him run on it. Inside to number 2, that was quite a square, wide oxer there. Then number 3 was vertical, the water train. It was 7 strides to this double, but I ended up going 8, which made me far too deep going in. Then he had to work a lot more harder than he should have had to. And he scuttled up the ring. Inside the water, he's looking at the water, back to the planks. Then there was a bit of a curve to this, so I had to try and keep him out. He likes to hold his head to the right, so I ended up getting a bit deep there. And the related distance up to the combination. 2 strides coming out, a little bit wide up there. You don't realise some of these counter shows have a gradient, and it doesn't look it until you ride it. Coming down the hill, that's to a tall vertical there. He's having a play. And then back up the hill to quite a wide oxer there, and it was 6 strides to the water. And then 6 waiting strides to the last vertical. Ended up being the fastest clearest, ended up going last in the jump off. You get points, and then at the end of the year, like last year I won, and you end up with 10,000 ranking points, which helps you go up the ladder because you have to be high up in the rankings to get into big shows and stuff like that.